Welcome to BattleTech in the Morning with Captain Nips. I'm Captain Nips, and today in the BattleTech Backer Beta Phase 2, I'm going to give myself a little bit of a challenge, get a little bit of a workout in on this Tuesday morning. I'm going to try and punch above my weight a little bit.
Welcome, Commander.
Not a lot, just a little. Although, notice that I need to fidget with the numbers here. So, I decided last night that I wanted to play a slightly more serious game where I'm trying to do my best to be tactical in my approach and not just, ram my mechs down the throats of the enemy lance. So what I'm going to do today is fight against a medium lance of Centurions and Hunchbacks with a lance of Jenners and Vindicators. Normally I would not, well, I definitely wouldn't pick Vindicators. Like, Vindicators are not my favorite mech by far. I'm not a huge fan. They're slow for their size. I feel like they're maybe a little under-armored, but maybe that's wrong. Yeah, they're alright. PPC is good. I like the PPC. There is some question floating around as to whether the PPC, for its weight and heat cost, is worth the damage that you're getting in this game compared to autocannons, but... And then some Jenners, which I love Jenners. I love Jenners to death, but they also tend to run a little hot, and they're a little bit on the fragile side, with the durability value that is that's almost non-existent. But they're good backstabbers and they're very mobile. My whole team has jump jets, I just noticed. So I'm gonna take this up and I'm gonna see if I can work some of those tactical muscles and down this lance with as few casualties as possible. For reference, the enemy team is 2 Centurions, an A and an AL, so 1 autocannon, 1 large laser. And the Hunchback is a 4P and a 4G, so you've got the laserback and the autocannon 20 version as well. Giving up a little over 4 million C-bills in headroom here. I'm going to pick the stacks because I have a feeling that needing to move from cover to cover is going to be the thing that keeps me alive in this game. On a rainy day. And let's get started.
Commencing deployment. Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
This is just one of those matches where it's like, sometimes you just want to play a game, sometimes you just want to play a match. And it has been a little bit of a while since I've tried to really push the advantage for the AI and try to overcome that. So I want to give it a shot today.
Command interface initiated.
As per usual, I make no claims to being good at this game. So if this falls terribly apart, well then, we all know why. Okay, so do my best. I'm going to do my best. Let's just take a look around. Backfield's very broken up, scattered woods. I almost want to back up and pick a fight back here just because the terrain is so... It's open, which means my PPCs from my Vindicators are going to get a chance to land with good lines of sight, but there's lots of cover, which means my Jenners can move around and get position. I think for now I'll play it straight. So... I think what I do, I'm going to start this off by moving my Vindicators up into the trees over here to the right of the roadway. Can't get there in one turn, so I'll make it in 2. I can get to this tree though.
On the move.
I gave the enemy lance a pretty stout set of pilots, the 3 good gunnery pilots plus Paradise. I took Wildfire and Apex as good gunnery pilots and put them in my Vindicators for PPC purposes. And then in the 2 Jenners, I grabbed Paradise and then Blockade for evasive maneuver.
Aye, aye.
While still being decent shots. So I'm going to move
As you wish.
my 2 Jenners up.
Got it.
And I'll probably be pulling those Jenners back pretty much immediately. Once I want to bait the enemy lance into my position. I don't actually want to advance on them. So for now, my Jenners are just pulling scout duty. Just reserve them for now.
My sensors detect a new adversary.
Just reserve the whole team. Make the whole bad guy lance move first. So it looks like I might be able to bait to the left. I get the feeling that these mechs over on the right are gonna want to hang out back there. There are some LRM racks in those Centurions, so indirect fire is a thing I will have to be concerned about. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reposition. Move my Jenner over here. One more minute. Paradise. Move him here.
Full speed ahead.
And then I'm going to pull my Vindicators up to here if I can. Keeping in mind that I do want to be able to pull back if I decide that this positioning is not good. Can't quite get deep into the woods, so I think I'll stand back in the woods.
Affirmative.
Keep an eye on those guys over there.
Standing by.
Apex, if you'd be so kind as to get to these trees.
Go into full throttle. Holding for the right opportunity.
Still not quite close enough for me to want to make on initiative moves. Okay, so I've got the AI has decided to split its force pretty much down the middle. There's not a huge gap between the two sides. This is a sprint, a one-turn sprint, maybe a turn and a half. It's definitely not a single move. I might be able to get some position with my Vindicators. Yeah. To start this party. So let's do that. I'm gonna have Wildfire move up.
Roger.
So I'm gonna grab this cover here. Give this beautiful. It's got movement modifiers and it's got cover / bracing, but I've got the right side of that hunchback right now, so I'm gonna take my shot where I can. Looks like I landed it on the arm with a little bit of splash on the right torso.
Standing by.
Apex doesn't have the best line, but we've got indirect LRMs. It's only 5. I'm just gonna do a little bit of chip damage here, nothing special.
Firing on target.
But any damage we can do now is good damage. So I've got my 2 Vindicators. They're going to be in line of sight of that Hunchback this coming turn as soon as it decides to do its thing. Do I try and jump them now while they're split? I think I need to try and jump them now while they're split. So I'm going to move Blockade around the way here. He's got a beautiful opportunity to pick up 4 movement pips and hit the right side of this Hunchback. Trying to chip through the bracing. Good numbers, we like that. Starting to work our way in. What do we got? We're at 22 of 80 on the right arm and 50 of 100 on the torso. So about halfway there. About halfway there. Let's see. Can he get me a protected spot? No. But that's okay. Because these Jenners get first move. I can back Paradise and Blockade off to protected positions. after I take this shot. The start of the next round. There we go. Chipping away, chipping away. That's what we like to see.
Aye, aye.
Paradise. I could risk it and move. Come on, game. Move here. Generates four movement pips. Takes this with a obstructed line of sight, 80% to hit. But it's going to put Paradise at risk. This is the autocannon 20 Hunchback. If I don't crit that 20, don't crit out that autocannon, puts him at risk of getting just obliterated. And then also puts it at risk of getting shot by the rest of the team. So I think I will play the better part of Valor here and skedaddle off for just the moment. Yeah, we'll back off. The Jenners, I kind of wanna stick and move with the Jenners. I kind of want to,
Standing by.
you know, first rule of light mech, keep moving. Second rule of light mech, don't put yourself out into the middle of all of the where the gunfire is going to be. Whoop, come on.
What do you need?
There we go. So, actually, you know what? 4, 4, 4, 3. I'll move right here and mostly turn around. 3. No, I'm going to take the 4 and move to here. We got our shots in. This Hunchback's going to get a chance to turn and face, which is fine. I thought I had sprinted with him. Oh well. But the AI decided that it wanted to move its backline Centurion first. Oof. Large laser hits the center torso on that Vindicator, which is
Waiting for orders.
not ideal. Let's see. I wish there was a place I can move to that would give me a little bit of movement modifier. But c'est la vie. Let's stand and deliver on this Hunchback. Really, really good numbers to hit, even with the medium laser at this range. Heat's not a big deal. Fire away. We hit the leg with the PPC. It's not ideal. If it's smart, it moves this Hunchback. Oh, enemy AI, you're not being smart. As we catch a little bit of explosive rain. Alright, you're good. Good. Probably I'm probably like one turn away from having to back off here. So this is a problem. I really need to put one more good solid shot on that Hunchback, and this is going to expose Apex. On the plus side, well, no, this guy hasn't moved yet. I think we hope for the good shot here, otherwise Apex is going to take some hurt this turn. Oh, headshot with the PPC. That is not
Gonna hurt.
not exactly what we're hoping for. As the remaining two mediums on their side start to activate, and here comes the Hunchback. This is the part where it hurts. Apex is going to take a couple of medium lasers and get the fortunate miss autocannon. All right. And here's where our Jenners are gonna make their pay, as Blockade can come around the corner and light this guy up here. Puts me in range of this Centurion, but I'm getting the little bit of cover here in the trees, so I will take that damage prevention
Let her rip.
if it allows me to cook off this autocannon. Not quite. But I still got Paradise.
You have orders?
Paradise is going to get his chance here. It's obstructed. It's obstructed, but I've got a good feeling. I've been punching the right side of this hunchback pretty consistently. It's got two structure left. A single missile will cause the kind of damage we need here.
You should have never come.
So that takes care of the big gun on that hunchback. So it has been significantly reduced as a threat, which means we can either eliminate it at our leisure or we can switch targets to the Centurion before Apex takes too much more damage.
Damage minimal.
Okay. Also, the Centurion moved up very aggressively,
Yes, Commander.
such that it's gonna probably eat some rear shots from my generators next turn. Do not mind that at all. Let's see. Let's start here. It's not, yeah. Percentage to hit as I move over to these trees is not the greatest for Apex, but go ahead and take it. Nice. Center of mass on the Centurion. 75 and 125 left on the armor there. As its two other mediums are a little strung out. Oh. Another lucky miss. Although that one was reinforced with
We're dealing with amateurs.
movement modifiers, so maybe it was less luck. I mean, there's some luck there, but also just good positioning and good use of movement modifiers. String Wildfire back here. I need to keep an eye on this guy, because if he does an end around on me, that could be really bad for my Vindicators. But for now, I'm going to concentrate on this Centurion. Oh! Wildfire Sweetie, you need to hit with those PPC shots. This is one of those matches where I need to use the mobility of my mechs to mitigate lines of sight and damage from the other team. My Generators are fast and my Vindicators have jump jets, so using all those things to gain good positions is what we want to do. This is unfortunate. So we've got these two guys here. That's the Hunchback that lost its autocannon. Don't know what that is. If I want to get the shot on the back of this Centurion, I'm kind of giving myself up to do it. And I really, really don't like that idea. We're gonna play it safe.
What's the plan?
Start with Paradise. Have him come around the bend. He's gonna get cover and 4 movement pips. Take a shot on this Centurion. Starting to watch the heat. Better not be lying to me, game. Okay, gonna have to throttle back the gunfire on Paradise and probably Blockade's Jenner this next turn for lack of heat headroom. Which, truth be told, at this point, Blockade doesn't have a good firing solution, so I'm just going to move him back. Alright, where does the enemy AIS start its turn? Smart move. Gets the Centurion back out of the way. Looks for cover.
I'm receiving.
So,
Standing by.
I have... Oop, hello. I was going to say I've effectively blocked my team from making any sort of moves to shoot on this guy, but we can somehow sneak an indirect line here. We can sneak an indirect line. It still amazes me that I can spot for my own missiles indirectly, which is a little weird.
Taking the shot.
So we'll take this chip damage. Not a lot. 1 or 2 missiles. Nothing special. Paradise doing the good work of dodging most of that. Took a shot to the arm, though. That's not great. Time for him to pull back.
I'm here.
Wildfire has no very fantastic firing solutions here, so I'm going to simply pull back just a hair. And continue to rain some missiles on this Centurion over here.
Fire in.
Got this guy on the right. Is he going to get into line of sight here? Yes, and he precision strikes with a single medium laser. That seems like a... when he could have shot my Vindicator and ignored the cover, it seems like a bad move. Alright. Now, I believe, is the time to pull back in a true and earnest way. So, let's start over here. What can we get? We can get the left side of this hunchback, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah. So, let's hit the cover. Yep. 4 movement dots, and we hit the cover, edge of the cover here. Blockade will around the bend. Let's see if we can put some hits on the left side of this hunchback.
Roger.
Which is honestly not the good side of this hunchback since it's the laser and not autocannon variant. But
Yes, Commander.
if I can make a strong concerted effort to carve out the left, then I can cut to the center very easily. Paradise is a touch out of position. And I can't really get him to a spot that I want him to be. I guess I'll just pull up behind blockade here.
Roger.
Wait for the next turn.
Commander, I'm hit.
Yeah, you're fine. Keep it together, Apex. Alright, so Apex is in a not great position. Neither of my Vindicators is in a great position, which is unfortunate.
Yes, Commander.
I think it's time to leverage some mobility here to just back off. The moonwalk jump jet maneuver. And we'll fling our LRMs at this guy over here.
Engaging target.
Back line of the enemy team. There's Centurion number 2. Apex, I need you to get to cover.
Commander.
Yeah, I noticed. I need you to get to cover. Alright.
Standing by.
These jumps are great. I love the clearance I'm getting with these jump jets. So let's pull this back.
Lifting off.
And line up that missile shot.
Roger that.
Must be very easy to land LRMs when you're flying above everything. You just kind of have to point down and spray. Alright. We bought ourselves some position. This guy's going to round the bend on probably one of my light mechs. Okay, cool. He's still got the arm.
That wasn't good.
And Hunchback number 2 in the way backfield. Shooting at the terrain somewhere. Doing alright. This is going okay. Question is, can either of my Jenners get a good... Oh, we like that. That's great. Gets me in cover. Gets me 4 movement modifier pips. Keeps me covered from the rest of the team. The rest of the enemy team. And lines up the rear shot where these Jenners really want to be. I'm going to save myself a little bit here. Think about this for a sec. I do 4x10, that's 40 damage at 60 to hit. That is approximately 24 damage, 70% of 25. The EV is like like 17. I think you drop one of the lasers off here. Also, if the 3 lasers start out and we get lucky, we can open up a panel and do some crit seeking.
Confirmed.
But since it all happens at the same time... Wow, that was sad. I didn't do... Huh. That's weird. I would have expected the hits from the 2 lasers to cut the armor off of any of the panels they hit. So they must have hit other sections. I'm pretty sure HBS changed the 2 hit locations from the rear with Beta Phase 2. And those lasers actually hit limbs. Since you can do that now.
Reporting.
So, with that in mind, I don't want to expose Paradise too much, but I do want him to take shots at this guy. This seems alright. Check the numbers.
Location acknowledged.
Gets him to cover, pulls him back, keeps the line of sight on this Hunchback. Hunchback's got cover, but that's fine.
As you wish.
Everybody's going to have to be, chipping through cover at this point. So, I didn't watch my heat.
Watch it, it's getting hot.
Yep. Did not watch my heat there. Ooh, that's some solid hits to the left side of that Vindicator.
Reporting heavy damage.
I'm receiving you.
Moving to position.
We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Nice. Oh, how have I not cut through the armor on that Hunchback yet?
I'm being flanked.
Whoa! Flash missiles.
Come on, send me a real mech warrior.
Whoa! Blockade getting salty. Alright, we're going to back Wildfire up just a smidgen. Can we get... we can get a movement modifier there, but I can't turn my mech enough to fire on Hunchback. I want to keep the pressure on this Hunchback. I'm a little more afraid of it right here than the Centurion that's over there. It's the laser Centurion, not the autocannon variant. So I will just continue to roll back
Move order received.
little by little. Nine armor and 60 structure on the right torso with the hunch. Be great if my PPC landed there.
Copy that, Commander.
Nope. Got the other torso instead.
Scarred a critical hit.
Alright, what's this guy got? Oof. Ooh. Yep. There comes the laser rain.
Critical hit.
And then it split its fire to put 2 lasers into the rock next to Blockade. Okay, sure. This guy should be able to round the corner and did not get line of sight. Alright. Blockade, you're in the best position to do something really, truly heinous here. So, if you'd be so kind as to flank this guy. Oh! This is not great because this mech can get on the rear of Blockade, and that would be very, very painful. The other thing going on here is Blockade is running super hot. So I think I'm simply going to move for position this turn, which is a little unfortunate, but yep, take this little bit of
Copy that.
terrain here, have the Jenner move down. If that Centurion wants to chase, then it's going to have to chase past pretty much, I think, past this rock to get a shot on Blockade's back. So
Awaiting order.
I don't expect that that's going to happen. Paradise doesn't have the greatest of places to go to. Move back. Puts my guns at long range. Can move forward. Puts my guns at short range. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll take this. It's a little bit. This is conservative. This is trying to keep Paradise's Jenner intact. On the plus side, we get the left side of this hunchback. Oh, and I didn't watch the heat scale again, which is never a good thing. I gotta pay attention to heat scale,
That's a critical hit.
especially considering. Yeah. Oh, this could be bad. Oh no, he's gonna go after blockade. Wait, what? Oh game. Oh game. Well, it seems only fair that the AI makes a mistake after I make a mistake. Turns out that my mistake involved damaging the other guy, and its mistake involved wasting its focus, which seems like a bad decision. I'm guessing because it alphaed last turn that its heat scale was run up, and so it decided to not fire its guns. Not ideal. For them, anyway. For me, open up that arm. Now the Centurion's going to move up. We're going to be using the entire Buffalo that is Apex's Vindicator, because let's just take a quick look at her paper doll. Right side, arm's got 19 structure, torso's got 31. Left side's got an arm that's in really good shape, but that torso's at 35. Left leg at 12.
Commander?
No death from above for her. But
On the move.
with this Centurion moved up and running, looks like he's running hot. Hot-ish. Check my heat. Okay. Heat's not the issue here. Oh, beautiful place to put that PPC shot. I think I'm going to need... Oh, boy. Here goes an arm. Wow. How did Apex not lose any equipment there? That's astonishing. Our previously neutered Hunchback decides to get back into the fight. I really need to get a kill on one of these guys at this point. This is starting to turn into a mess.
What do you need?
A real bad mess. If I pull down into here, I'm getting the right side of this
Confirm.
Hunchback. It's got a lot of structure and a lot of armor left. But I've got focus. I think I actually will throw focus on this. That's 140 damage. Just offhand. PPC's 50. Medium laser, small laser, alarm 5. I think I want to do it on the Jenner. I think the Jenner's actually got a smidgen higher focus fire
Show me your
damage
war
potential.
face.
So let's see if I can... Yeah, I'm going to run the red line, but you know what? This is the time where you take it, cutting through the cover. Hopefully we catch the right torso off of this. There we go. There we go.
Scored a critical hit.
Hunchback number 2 is now no longer a major threat, so I can concentrate on these Centurions. Paradise is shut down.
Awaiting
Let's
orders.
get him started back up. This is going to get ugly if the Centurion gets into melee. I mean, it's going to get ugly right now because I'm going to lose something. Yep. There goes the PPC, which is not what you want.
Waiting for orders.
Apex is running on empty here. Her mech is so beat up. 21, 12 on the legs, 67 center torso, 35 on the left torso. I would want to give up my left as best I can. But at this point I can do 45 damage with the lasers and maybe 20 with the LRMs. Maybe 65, but the melee is 55 and is probably more likely to hit. So I think at this point, time to get salty.
Moving out.
85% chance to hit. And we get the small lasers, so
See how you like this.
nice. Right torso shot. Knocked it unsteady. Carving laser gets in there. Let's see what this Centurion has to say about life. Probably gonna pick on... Nope. Picking on Apex. That might kill her. Yep. Mech down, just took too much damage.
Reporting. Lance strength reduced.
Now, the interesting thing we have going on here, even though we're down a mech, so I've done a good job of eliminating the threat of both of these hunchbacks. In terms of high damage punch weapons, you've got the autocannon left on the Centurion. The other interesting thing I got going on for me is that I have fresh legs on Wildfire and she has jump jets. So I can presumably DFA this guy, get him in the back. Oof, wow. Yeah, I think at this point, because I've still got basically all of my leg armor on Wildfire, I think I take the chance for 130 damage to the rear side of this Centurion where I can. Also, it's going to put Wildfire's left side facing upfield, which is the side we want to try and block with, because the PPC's on the right arm.
10-4.
Alright, make it happen, Captain. Ooh! Right on that right torso. Perfect. You cannot... I literally could not have asked for anything better than that. Short of a head hit. You can always ask for a head hit, but what are you going to do? Uh-oh. Here comes the salt. Dodge it, baby, dodge it. Oh, right to the leg. That is... Oh. Party laser goes off. That stinks. That stinks. That stinks. Then he's going to get lasered. Yep. That is really unfortunate.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, Paradise, I need you to do some dirt on this guy over here. There we go. Line this up. While you've still got guns to use. Just go center mass. The faster we kill this Centurion, the faster we can make up the deficit we're under. Got close. 44 structure left. Is this Hunchback going to continue to pound on blockade? I don't know where that guy's going. Alright, blockade. You're down, but you're not out. Get up. Get up, get up, get up. Yes, I know you're running red. Yes, I know you are missing a leg. But I think I need you to go out fighting. Oh man, I can't generate any movement modifier, so I'm almost better off to just stand in place and take my shots where I can. These numbers stink. I don't quite have enough fury to get another go at it. This is overheat, and I don't trust the game not to lie to me that this will just shut him down, so I'm going to back off with the SRM.
Firing.
Go down swinging. Alright, land 3 of them. One of them hit the leg, 2 of them hit...
I'm generating a lot of heat.
Looked like 2 of them hit center of mass. Left side. It's okay.
I'm losing armor bad.
Yep. Nope, that's why we put you in cover and I gave up the left side. Wildfire, if you'd be so kind as to murder this guy, please. Just destroy this remaining dork. Problem being... Got a lot of problems here. So, first problem is I want to get separation enough that my PPC doesn't have garbage 2-hit numbers. If I jump, I can jump back. My numbers, where do I gotta be? I gotta be right there. The other problem is I've got a stability warning, which means another good round of fire and wildfire falls down. I think I want to take this. We get into the deep cover, take the called shot on this guy. He's got 44 center torso. I don't remember if he gets the cover for this, but does not matter. Blow out the CT on that Centurion. Even up the match at 1 kill apiece, but the problem is their kills have been much more painful to me, I think, than have been to them. I really need to get in on this other... Oh, blockade, baby. Blockade, baby.
Yes,
All right,
Commander.
let's not freak out. Let's not freak out. I might be able to put more work on the Centurion if I use Paradise with the focus.
Standing by.
Both of my lights. Okay, both of my lights get to go first. This is about the riskiest move I can think about doing. If I just move straight up the gut with Paradise, throw focus on him and fire on the Centurion. Let's take a look at him again. Oh boy, he is fresh as a daisy. Want to get close, but not close enough. Not close, but not too close. Yeah, so I want to be like right here. Because the last thing I want is for Paradise to get ganged up in a bunch of melee attacks. Also, his numbers are really good to start, but I'm going to use the focus to cut through the cover here. It's not so much for the... Not so much for the percentage to hit, it's for the fact that it'll ignore the cover.
I'm going to enjoy pummeling you.
Alright. And we're running hot again. This is...
Unloading a full salvo.
Alright. Most of that went to torsos.
It's getting hot in here.
Blockade still doesn't have a lot going for him. He's overheating.
Acknowledged.
Shutdown warning. Overheat warning. Landed another hit in that right torso, which is what we need. We need to try and get rid of that,
Watch those heat.
Here we go. Who's he fire on? Focus is up. Yep. It's Paradise. Astonishingly, I only lose 1 arm out of that exchange. Because it splits its fire. Blockade's got a ton of armor left is the thing. Blockade has essentially turned into a turret. Which is slightly unfortunate. But he's still in the game. So we can work with that. double unfortunate that Wildfire doesn't have a great firing solution on this Centurion up here. So we're going to pick on this Hunchback over here. Continue to work its right side. Oh, catch a leg. Get a leg out of it. That'll ease a little bit of the pressure on Blockade's position. Last guy down here. Getting salty. Oh, this is going to land. Yep. That's okay. Pity laser. Here comes the pity laser. Ow! That did an astonishing amount of damage to my center torso. Alright, now I think we've reached the point in this match where I need to kill these damn hunchbacks before they just punch my guys out. Alright. Let's take a quick check. This guy's in rough shape. Actually, if I get on his left side, I can leg him as well. And then I can use the remaining mobility of my mechs to stay away from their melee attacks. This guy's already down a leg. Center torso is at 112 to destroy. This Centurion's running hot, but his right torso's open, which is what we want. So the priority would be to kill the Centurion's autocannon if I can. Second priority would be to kill the hunchbacks before they get another chance to really do their worst on him. I might be able to jump out of this. If this were tabletop, jumping while having a broken leg seems like the absolute worst idea, but this actually might be my saving grace here. I don't know how much I'm gonna overheat. I think I need to take my chance.
Roger.
And just flush. Heat's still critical.
My heat sinks can't take much more of this.
Alright. Also running hot, contestant number 2. Let's just pull back. Can I generate any amount of gunfire with Paradise? None. I'm just too hot. Cool it. I'm gonna have to let Wildfire do the work here. As the Centurion continues to chase after Blockade and try to lay down some autocannon fire.
I'm here.
Alright. Getting in,
Coordinates
as I
received.
mentioned before, the left side of this Hunchback, which is broken pretty significantly. How much is in that leg? 12. If medium laser, handful of missiles, something hits that leg, that would be great. Not the best, not the worst. Blockade's about to take another punch. Both legs out. What are the freaking odds that he takes both leg shots on 2 melee attacks? That's rough. Believe it or not, I still feel like I'm in this fight. With Wildfire being more or less intact, Paradise still has a couple of lasers left, which we can leverage.
Awaiting orders.
He is running out of armor, though. It's the only problem. 70% from there. 85. We'll take the 85 here. Try and get face up on this Hunchback. With any luck, I hit the center mass, because it's right out in the open.
The target is confirmed.
That works. That hurts. Oh no!
Damage critical.
Oh, LRM explosion, ammo explosion.
I'm receiving you.
reduces her to a medium laser. That I think may have taken away my last hope, because I needed Wildfire's punch with her remaining guns to really do the work here. And now with only a 1 medium laser, I think I might just be out of this.
Acknowledged.
She puts that into the leg, transfers to the torso. So I got 3 medium lasers versus that guy and his small. This hunchback and its medium and small. And this Centurion and its autocannon, LRMs, all of the above. What a rough situation to be in.
Yes,
Alright.
Commander.
Gonna go for the full retreat. We're gonna just cool off. I've got focus, which is sadly gonna end up getting used on Paradise because
Orders.
he's the only one with more than a single medium laser at this point. Oh man, Vindicators are super slow.
Double time. Let's go.
I just need you to back up and turn around. There we go. That ammo explosion on Wildfire's Vindicator is about the legitimate worst thing that could have happened that round of fire. Taking the autocannon to the torso, like, could have shrugged that off, but happening to have hit the crit, just killer. Just killer is what that was. This guy's gonna be right on the edge of optimal range here. Assuming I get it. Yep, I get it. This actually might be the kill shot on this hunchback. It's covered though. 37. 37, I'm doing 50. No, this isn't going to kill.
He's going down.
It's going to get real close though. Yeah, 13. If it moves forward, Wildfire might be able to put her lasers on that torso. And that might be game for Paradise. Yep. Oof. Paradise punching the eject button hard.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. Can we at least get... a twofer here? Can we string this out and get at least one more kill out of this? 75 to hit. It's covered. This is foolish. I'm going to use my focus though,
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
just so I cut through the cover.
Engaging target.
And there we go. Alright. Punched out that hunchback. We're going to make him pay for taking down my lance. I'll say that much. Alright.
I'm receiving you.
So now... Really? My sprint is no faster than... My sprint is no faster. It's 1 dot faster. Oh my god. Alright. I don't want to... I actually want to try and move away from this Centurion as much as possible because I don't want to engage with it. So I'm just going to move out here.
Here we go.
Take the fight away from that Centurion. Pity laser coming in. Alright, Wildfire.
Waiting for orders.
You can get to melee. Let's take a look at this. You can get to melee, take the leg off.
Roger.
55 damage isn't going to kill it. That's a good dent, though. Problem is I think I lose this. I lose this Rock'em Sock'em fight. Because the Hunchback Yeah, and then the Centurion's able to clear the distance.
Commander?
Center torso's open. Let's see what the Hunchback has to do. Really? You're going to roll back and laser me? That's your plan? Jeez Louise.
They're banging through my armor. Standing by.
Alright, what do we got for legs? 12 and 31. That's not enough armor left to want to chance this. Basically giving up my back to the Centurion here.
Copy that.
But I can make it painful for the enemy force. That's 3 dead mechs on their side to my 2 Jenners and what will now be very quickly my 2 Vindicators. Oh baby, look at that. It didn't get a turn. Alright, so now basically my only hope is to try and get into melee with this thing and win win a melee fight against a largely fresh Centurion, which is not likely to happen.
I'm here.
But what I can do is try and use what little mobility I have. Give up my right side here because it's fractionally more intact. Oh, there we go. Unless through some miracle I have, again, focus with no
Waiting for
attack.
orders.
I need it to be closer.
Engage jump jet.
I've got focus, astonishingly. What is this thing doing? There we go. And that's going to be game. Wow.
Can't take much more of that.
19 structure. Alright.
I'm receiving you.
Probably the last shot we
Mech
get.
warriors, show 'em what you got.
Want to try and hit this right side. We get the torso, we take away its autocannon.
Order
I mean,
acknowledged.
I'm not winning this match. This is asking for too much. And I hit the leg. So, a waste of attack. It's just going to punch my core out. How did it not punch my core out? Wildfire, rolling the shoulders. We have officially been reduced to Rock'em Sock'em territory.
I'm here.
Alright, well. I'm at 6 structure. Go out swinging.
Target locked. Engaging jump jet.
All it has to do is shoot a single laser at me and I'm dead. Yeah, rain of missiles. Down I go. Oh, so close. So close. Unfortunately, I let that Centurion with its autocannon wander the field a little too long. I feel like I spread my attacks a little too thin. Blockade got real bum luck. Just the worst luck. He takes a melee, takes one leg off, wanders around a little bit, and then takes another melee attack, takes the other leg off. That is the worst. That is the worst. The rest of my team, I used everything I had. Paradise took all the shots to all the side, everything above the legs. Wildfire the same. Apex got caught out that one time, unfortunately. But we got so close. So close. 72 health left in the center torso of that Centurion when Wildfire went down. Close match. Especially for giving up over 4 million C-bills worth of headroom. Not quite the result I was hoping for, but a good tactical match. I think I was good on my approach early. I knocked out the sides of those hunchbacks. I think the question comes down to, would I have been better off to try and concentrate to kill those hunchbacks outright instead of trying to spread around to then? Or was I right? I mean, was I right in trying to neuter the Centurions before finishing anything off? I think there's a strong case to be made here for eliminating mechs. Eliminating mechs, even if they're reduced to a single small and medium laser. Because you get too close and then they walk up and kick your leg off. Lessons learned. But that'll be all for today's BattleTech in the morning. I am your student of the battlefield, Captain Nips. 23 rounds, 55 minutes, 46 seconds. A good long fight. Well fought. Well fought on both sides. Mistakes made on both sides. Several mistakes made on both sides. But it was a good one. So that'll be all for now, and with that, wish all of you a wonderful day, wonderful afternoon and evening, and I'll see you all in the next video.